in addition to providing that foundation for students, you're also a corporate partner in the sense that you're in the community and you're looking to help businesses. You open your doors thanks to a grant here in New Jersey to say, hey, we can train you basic training, like to some of the training you provide your students. How important is that element, that character, to CCM?
It's very important and becoming even more important today because, again, of the economic situation that we find ourselves in. We're part of a statewide consortium for educational development and so forth for businesses and industries throughout the state of New Jersey, but particularly in Morris County. In fact, there's a set aside by the legislature in the state budget for community college training that can actually be secured for free by local businesses and industries, or we help companies develop grant proposals, again, for training of incumbent workers or new workers and things of that nature. But again, we're a comprehensive community college, which means it goes beyond just students taking credit courses. When I mention 8,000 students, those are students that are going part-time or full-time in credit courses, but we have another 7,000 students who are taking non-credit courses and a whole variety of things, including these workforce development things. So, you know, we've got partnerships with many different local organizations and corporations, including Delta Dental, Solix Incorporated and so forth, Novartis, and Prosecutor's Office and various other agencies and so forth. So again, workforce development is critical. And again, in these economic times, we hear a lot about the creation of jobs. We are in the process of helping companies find the positions and fill a position to provide the training for those jobs. But we're also in the business of actually creating jobs. We're very unique in the fact that the County College of Morris manages a small business incubator at Picatinny. We've got 12 companies that we're working with. I happen to chair the board of the incubator. Some of these companies are very exciting and creating jobs, high-tech jobs related to military interests, but other interests as well, but basically technology companies. One of them just got a huge grant from the federal government. They are developing batteries that are very interesting, of course, to the automobile industry, but also very interesting to the military because lightweight batteries are a key component for soldiers in the field in the sense that they carry a load of heavy equipment on their back, including batteries for all electric equipment. So if we can lighten the load, it makes a big difference. So again, tremendous diversity, and again, credit courses and so forth and degree programs are just part of the picture of a community college.
It's like, so what don't you do, right?
Right.
Well, sir, I just want to thank you for sitting down with us. I know the semester is winding down, but you have a lot going on this summer, but I wanted to thank you for the time today.
We do.
Sitting down and really introducing us and reintroducing many of us here in Northern New Jersey to CCM.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity. I've enjoyed it very much.
Our pleasure. All right, everyone, stay with us. Much more Hometown after this. Welcome back. I'm now joined in studio by Dr. Edward Yaw, President of the County College of Morris. Dr. Yaw, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
I'm delighted to be here. Thank you.
A lot going on at CCM. And for now, what is close to 5 decades, you've been providing top-notch education for kids, really turning this educational component here in New Jersey into some great things. First and foremost, set the foundation for us, CCM, the evolution of your college. How has it transformed over the years?
Well, the college started in 1968 along with most of the other community colleges in New Jersey. We started out with 1,200 students in one building, and the rest of the campus was built shortly thereafter. We reached a peak enrollment of 12,000 in 1982, believe it or not. Our current enrollment of credit-bearing students is about 8,600 students this past fall. It's changed in many ways. The demographics of our students have changed, certainly in terms of the mix of male and female, the age distribution. Used to be an older age student at the County College of Morris, like other community colleges. Now it's more typical college-age students, 18, 19, 20 years old. So it's been an exciting change.
Today we're seeing that interest really blossom even more so than probably years past. As the economy, turns a little bit, more uncertainty about those jobs are driving many people to your doorstep. And you're providing them those opportunities to really take life by the horns and find that job or go on to even greater heights in education?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, the thing I'm most excited about is the quality of our programs. But given that, there's no doubt that the economy is driving enrollment very much to not only County College of Morris, but community colleges in general. Our tuition is less than $4,000 a year for a full year of study in comparison to other options that people have. We talk a lot about tuition averaging, and starting out with us at less than $4,000 a year, transferring to a more expensive place, getting the same degree probably in 4 years for maybe half the cost, depending upon where the student goes. So a lot of families are looking to the community colleges as an affordable option for their higher education needs for their students.
That's a great point, because when you take a look at two of probably the most important industries here in New Jersey, healthcare and criminal justice, public service, you really are putting the most amount of kids or adults into these jobs, more so than probably any other institution in New Jersey. And we're talking nursing and criminal justice.
Yes, we have a very large nursing program. We have over 1,000 students in nursing in various stages, and again, criminal justice is also one of our largest programs. We've probably educated, I'm quite confident, more than half the registered nurses in Morris County and the region, and similarly more than half the law enforcement officials in the region as well, whether it be local police department, sheriff's department, prosecutor's office, what have you. And again, I always remind us that given that, it really emphasizes the daunting task we have of making sure that we're providing a really high-quality education for the safety, health, and welfare of our citizens.
70 different degree programs, 30 different certificate programs, a community in and of itself of really people just wanting to be there to better themselves educationally, and that's translating into kids going to Harvard, Yale, some of the most premier institutions in this country doing great things. We have some success stories right now. A student on your campus that really is among the vanguard of students in this country.
Yes, absolutely. As you mentioned, we've sent students to Cornell, to University of Pennsylvania. We've got a couple of students at Harvard now, one in divinity school, getting a master's degree, another in law school, and so forth. And one of our students, David Seal, was just named as one of the top 20 students in the country by Phi Theta Kappa, USA Today, and Follett Book Company, and also the top student in New Jersey. So we're very proud of him, and he represents some really outstanding students throughout the state.
Now, this opportunity will be coming to a larger population of students come this summer. A program, or really opening your doors now, a policy in place previously is now kind of going by the wayside, and it's a more inclusive policy drafted very narrowly to welcome a different breed of student.
Yes, we will be accepting for the first time students that are otherwise undocumented, but as you mentioned, it's a very narrow field that we're looking at. We're requiring that the students have been in this country for some period of time, that they will have completed their high school education, which is something I think that's quite significant, that they have been in the schools for at least 3 to 5 years, and so forth. Previous to this, we had a policy which prohibited us from enrolling such students, whereas most colleges have basically a don't ask, don't tell policy. We did adopt a policy, though, after September 11th that specifically prohibited these students. So in order to make ourselves available to students that we know are out there who've done well and who deserve an opportunity to continue their education, we had to, in a very public way, change our policy.
You have a very diverse campus nonetheless, but these students will add a unique flavor to that cultural exchange, I imagine?
Yes, they will. Again, we're not expecting large numbers. We're probably less than 30 students in the final analysis, but yes, they will bring different experiences. And again, they've been going through the public schools with their colleagues, and now they'll be able to continue in college with them as well.
Excellent, sir. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us today and reintroducing many of us to your great institution. And I know you've invested many a year there, so it's great to see you here and really see your leadership.
Thank you very much. It's been my pleasure.
All right, everyone, stay with us. Up next, we'll take a quick look at your top news this evening, plus a look at your top sports headlines after this.